Let's see. Is anyone able to see the JCC video? Oh yeah, it's live. Okay, so we are live. And we're going to be using, let me see. Right, yeah. We try. I know. What I'll do though is we'll just go over mainly vocabulary and some patterns on the board, because I can write on the board and type. And I have a bunch of colors too. Yeah. So, ohayo gozaimasu. O genki desu ka? Genki desu ka? Are we good? Yeah? Okay. Last week we were talking about rooms, kind of what's in our rooms. Do we remember? Do you know some room words? You know the word for heya? Good. The word for room, heya. Oh wow, this marker is dry. Heya. Yeah. Is room. Yeah. How many rooms do we have in our house? Hitotsu. Okay. One. How many rooms? In your house? No, you can say it in English. I'll give you the Japanese. 7 rooms.
7. This is like a apartment.
Yeah, do you live in an apartment or a regular house or a regular house? Ah, we did this word actually 2 weeks ago. What's the word for a regular house, a standalone house? Do you know? Yeah, okay, that means home, a house, yeah. Do we know the specific word for a standalone? As opposed the longer one, yeah. As opposed to like a apartment or a duplex. Hello. Ikkodate. Ikkodate, right? Ikkodate. This is you live in Ikkodate, right? Okay. The phrase, we did this 2 weeks ago as well. Blank ni sundemasu. Oh, sundemasu. That's it. Sundemasu. Okay, you can't really see it. I'm going to type it on the screen here so that people online can also see. Blank ni sundemasu. I'll just write 2 S's. I live in a blank. Okay? You want to say I live in a regular house? How would you say? Yeah, ikkodate ni sundemasu. Would you live in ikkodate or what? Aparto. Sundemasu. Aparto ni sundemasu. Good, yeah. So again, the word for a single house, ikkodate, aparto is apartment. Oh yeah, is it like a condo?
Mansion is Japanese style, right? Or like here it's just an apartment. But the mansion here would be, I don't know. Yeah, they call it mansion.
A mansion here is more like a fancier apartment or apartment complex.
Yeah.
Or like a condo. Is it a condo, apartment complex kind of thing?
Well, like an apartment complex, yeah. There's multiple people.
How many stories?
3 stories.
3 stories, okay, well, yeah, that could be mansion. Yeah, mansion. Ni sundemasu, right? You could say sunde imasu. Either one is fine. Sunde imasu, sundemasu. Sundemasu is more quick, like you're talking fast. Sundemasu. This is like polite, formal, sunde imasu, right? マンションに住んでいます。whatever. 一戸建てに住んでます。right? アパートに住んでます。And the word マンション let me raise the マンション I'm just typing this out for everyone online so they can participate too. Okay, what about some things inside of our house? What do we have inside of our house? Huh? A sofa? Oh, good. Sofa is a good one. Oh, I wish I had an eraser. That's fine. Sofa? Do we know TV in Japanese? Terebi? Right? Sofa, terebi, those all come from English. What else? Beddo. Beddo. Good. Isu is chair. Chairs. Table. Tsukue. Tsukue. What is tsukue? A desk, yeah, like a desk that you work at. Or tsukue. 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 Terebi, beddo, isu, tsukue. We said table, right? Table. Let me give you some, see if you can figure out the English. Aircon. Air conditioner. There's an aircon right there. Aircon, right? How about a door? A door, right? Yeah. Aircon, door. What about mado? Mado? This one does not come from English. Yeah, he's got it. This is not from English. It's native Japanese word. What is it? The window, right? Windows. Mado. Yeah? Let me see. What else? What else do we have in it? Yuka? Yuka? Do you know yuka? Yuka? The floor. Yuka. Right? Not hookah. Oh my goodness. It's trying to correct my English. Aircon, what did I say? Door, mado, yuka. No. What else? Raito. Raito. Raito? Light. Yeah. Raito. That comes from English. Light, right? Right. Yeah, it's Japanese R. Actually, this is also the name of a famous character in Japanese like cartoons or manga, comics. His name is Light. Let me see here. I'm just listing a bunch of words we have in our homes. What about toilet? What's toilet? The bathroom. Right, that's a good one to know. That also comes from the English. Toilet. Right? Toilet. How about zabuton? This is a Japanese zabuton. Have you heard of zabuton? No? Okay, maybe that's related a little bit. Hey, let me give you a hint. Za has to do with sitting down. The what? The little pillow, right? The little cushion. Zabuton is the little square cushions that people will like sit on, right? In tatami room. Zabuton, very Japanese. Zabuton. What is futon? The what? Tom. Yeah, zabuton and futon. futon? What is futon? These are actually related. It's like a foldable mattress. It's more like bedding that you just put on the floor and you lay on it. Last week, I don't think you two were here last week. Last week we had an exercise where it was listening exercise, and someone was saying how many things they have in their home, and someone said, beddo ga arimasen, or beddo wa arimasen, means I don't have a bed. Everyone was like, how do you not have a bed? What would he have? A futon, right? Yeah, this is common for Japanese people. Some Japanese homes might not have some bedroom. Maybe they only futon. When I stayed with my fiance's parents in Aomori, Japan, not last summer, but the summer before last, they let me stay in a tatami room, and I slept on futon. It was comfy. It was really comfy. What are some other places in our homes? Daidokoro. There's two words. Daidokoro. That's a good word. Or you could say the easier word. Kitchen. Kitchen. Is it in the way? Sorry. There's daidokoro and kitchen. I believe that's how you write it in Romaji. Okay. These are just some words that we're finding in our house. We already said isu, teburu. What is the word for a garden or like a little space out front of your house? Do we know? Starts with ni. Niwa. Niwa. Yeah. This is a kind of garden area. Niwa. Some Japanese homes are so like there's no space for niwa. There's almost no space for anything. Actually, the home is just boom, home, 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 home. One of my Japanese best friends, I went to his house several times, and literally his house was like right here, and then the next house was like immediately next to it. They have kind of a driveway, like an underhang for cars, and then the actual house building, and then another house building with like another underhang for cars, just right up on each other. And that's not even in Tokyo. That was in like a kind of ruralish area of Japan. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that's really traditional. Mm-hmm. That's also Niwa. That's also Niwa. Any garden, yeah. If you go to the Murakami Museum, you know, right? Murakami. Have you been? Like they also have that in one of their like house exhibits somewhere in the gardens. You can see that kind of center niwa in the house. There's also, I mean, you'll see houses too with like a big front yard. It's surrounded by stone walls, right? And in the front yard, they have like Japanese style cut trees, or they'll have rocks, whatever, what have you. Those stone, what would you call them? Stone kind of lanterns, I guess, that are everywhere. Those will be in your niwa. Okay. It might have some religious meaning, maybe way back then. Most Japanese, I think, find it aesthetically pleasing. I find it aesthetically pleasing. I love the stone lamps, the rock garden, all that. I love it. Miki-san, in your home in Japan, did you have niwa? Was it in the front of your house, back of house, middle? Okay. Front and back, you had niwa. Oh, did you have like stone lanterns or maybe not that much? Okay. Maybe one or two. In the front, yeah. Did you have a stone wall surrounding? And was the family name on the front? Yeah. That's common too. You've seen, right? The family nameplate on the front of the house. Some, mm-hmm. By the door too, yeah. And some niwa are very protected. Like they will have a gate and they will have an intercom system. Like ding dong, hanikato desu. Like, oh, come in, those, like very protected. Okay, let's talk. We've listed many things. These parts of your house, kinds of houses, where we live. Let's talk some numbers. We're going to do some counting. And I'm going to give you the numbers here, and they can see online. Do we have another eraser? She took it for Spanish class. I have these. Oh, here. I'll use the white. Oh, these have never been opened. Anthony, do you know the counting words? That's me. Some of them. Oh, thank you.
Like 4 and 8 to the items and
Oh, those are confusing. Yeah, I feel that. Okay. You know these phrases, my beautiful drawing. All right. We're just gonna do simple 1 through 6. 1 through 6. So 1, 1つ, okay. 2, 2つ, 3, 3つ, 4. Here we know. 4つ. 2, right? Yeah, 4つ. And then 5. 5つ. And 6. 6つ. 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 Yeah. And these are not like regular numbers, right? You don't do math with these. These are just, well, it's like 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things. It's counting. You actually count physical objects. So 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, 6 items, 6 things. Usually smaller items. Hitotsu. Let's go through it. Repeat after me. Hitotsu, 2つ, 3つ, 4つ, 5つ, 6つ. Okay, 6つ. If I want to say I have, let's say, 1 room, like I have 1 room in my house. Do we know the structure? I think we did it a little bit last week. You're close. You're close. Here's the basic structure. It's the thing. Ga. And then the number. Arimasu. So something ga number arimasu. You're saying this thing, I have this number. Basically, there are this number. Okay. I'm just gonna move that to the side. So let me. And if you're watching online, you could see it here in the middle, like heiya ga hitotsu arimasu. I have 1 room. So room, heiya, right? Ga 1. Hitotsu arimasu. This can mean I have 1 room or there is 1 room. If you want to specify, oh, it's me. I'm talking about myself. You can add watashi wa to the front. Right? Watashi is I. But usually you don't really need it unless you're like switching the topic of conversation. Anyways, I have, let's say, 2 gardens. What would I say? I have 2 gardens. Oh, beautiful. I have 2 gardens. 庭が2つあります. How do I say I have, we'll say 3 zabuton? Yeah. The garden, yeah. 庭が blank あります. I have blank gardens. But maybe one in the front and one in the back, right? So,
I got confused because I saw the wrong and I thought you changed
oh, no.
but now I realize it was the word.
Right. This one is part of the word. Alright, how do I say I have 3 zabuton? Mm-hmm. Good. Zabuton ga 3つあります. Very good. This is a structure you want to use like every day, right? Just go to your home and look at your, I don't know, TVs and say, oh, テレビが2つあります. Just use it like that, right? If you don't use it, you lose it. So just try that. You can even make flashcards with this structure and use whatever nouns you know, whatever counting words you know. Let's go over the counting words one more time. How do I say one thing? Hitori is one person. Hitotsu, one thing. Hitotsu, everyone. Futatsu. What is it? No.
Oh, two.
Good. What's one? Hitotsu.
So are
Yeah.
you saying you or not saying you?
It's more breathed, like tsu, right? You're making the uru shape tsu. It's more of a mouth shape, right? Hitotsu, futatsu. Okay? What's one? One? Mitsu, everyone, mitsu. Mitsu, I'm gonna erase that. What's one? Hitotsu. Futatsu. Futatsu. And then? Mitsu. Are we okay with this? Let's try it from memory. I have 1 desk. I have 1 desk. Yeah, let's summarize. 机が1つ. Good. 1つ. You know what? I'll keep the front letter so we remember. He. What's the next one? He. Who. What's the next one? Me. Good. He, who, me. 1つ、2つ.